Hi, and welcome to April's monthly challenge. Today we are going to learn how to make a 3D object. So here I have my 3D bag, and I used it cutting out with my Plankton Schoolbook cartridge, and on page 80 they have this really cute little purse. You probably can't see it from back there, but it's on page 80 of the Plankton Schoolbook. So today I'm going to show you how to make it, and here I have one already finished, and I really like how it turned out, other than that little bow, but that was all that ribbon that I had. So yeah, I think it's super cute. It worked out really well. This was using the fit to page size. If you don't use that, this was my 7-inch size, so it's quite a bit smaller. So right now I'm just going to show you all that I did in order to make it that size. I already have it cut out, but I'll keep my paper in here and just show you what I've printed or cut out. So in the book it says to use tall ball, so I'm just going to click the tall ball button, and then I'm going to pick the button that has the bag on it, and you can see it's loading right here. And then you're going to choose fit to page to get it this size. Now you could do it a little bit smaller if you wanted, but again, this is 7 inches, so it's quite a bit smaller. So I'm going to say fit to page, so that is on. Now I'm going to actually unload this just so it won't cut again on me, but when I press cut, oh, I guess I have to load it. Alright. When I press cut, you're going to have to watch closely, but on my screen it says it'll be 12.5. So I'm just going to press cut. Calculating size is 12.5 inches. So that's the size that this bag ends up being. It ends up being 12.5 inches. So I'm going to just go ahead and show you now how to make the bag. So I'm just going to take it off. And it perforates right along this edge here and all along these ones, so it's super easy when it's time to go and fold these little corners back. And on this bag that I'm pre-made already, I had used glue dots. It took me a long time to put them on because it wasn't working well for me. This time I'm going to try using my tape runner to show you how it works. So basically you just fold in these two, and you fold in the two sides, and then we'll go ahead and we'll put the glue on each individual flap here. And it's important that you get glue on each flap, just because each one is important to sticking to the main side in order for it to stick really well. Now, the smaller that your bag is, the harder it is to assemble, just because it's harder to get your fingers in the little hole. So here I'm going to go do the other side, and then we'll begin assembling it. It's really not all that hard to make. It's more so just making sure that you get it right and it sticks well. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how I stuck it together. I found it easiest to do this. The important thing I'm just going to show you so that you can see on the camera will be to make sure that this edge lines up with this edge nicely. On my finished product here, you can see that I lined it up nicely, and in the end it worked out really well. So I set it on the table, and I just brought this up so that I could see as I went, and I just had my finger on each sticky part. Maybe this glue is not going to work very well. And you have to do one at a time, and you just stick them firmly, and you make sure that the edge lines up, both edges line up nicely as best you can. That way this ends right where the handle starts, and then you have a nice clean edge all the way around. So I'm not going to do this top part yet. I'm actually going to go ahead and do the other side. And then I'll show you. Oh, I missed it. The second part isn't as bad, but it's once you flip it over and you have to do the whole other side that it gets tricky. Just because you gotta stick your hand inside and you gotta be watching closely to make sure it's lined up. So again, I just flipped it over. I'm sticking my hand inside and I'm pressing down each individual flap, and I'm lining it up nicely along the edge. This one's a little bit trickier. It's not lining up quite as nicely as I hoped. Alright, so here we'll go into our last one, doing the exact same thing as the others, making sure you can line it up as close to the edge as possible, because then you also get your nice round look to it. So there, our box is sticking quite nicely, or our bag, sorry, sticking quite nicely together, and it stands really well too. Now on my other one I embellished it with these really cute flowers. They're actually called Brides, a wedding collection, and I got them from Michael's, and they're table confetti, embossed white shimmer. They have all sorts of colors. You get lots in the box. I actually found them on clearance at Michael's, which is partly why I bought them. And so I thought, hey, I'll put them on here, and they worked out really well. So I'm just going to show you how I got the curved up look to them. I tried a few different ways, but I found that if I held it in my hand and I just curled it over my finger, I got a really nice curl. So that's all I've done for the rest of the ones that I have pre-made and for the ones on my other box. And I'll just go ahead and do this one. And then I took a glue dot. Where's my beginning here? And I just used a glue dot to stick them together, and I purposely did not line them up so that I looked like I had a fuller flower. So then to stick them on the box, I just chose to stick them wherever. So then I take it and I put a glue dot, and yeah, I just kind of chose wherever I wanted to put them. That's where I kind of stuck them. So you can decorate it however you'd like. I just chose to do this. I didn't have any rhinestones or little gems or jewels, but I thought it would have been really neat if I would have been able to put a few rhinestones or gems just in the centers of my flowers. This one I don't. You can put on as many as you'd like. You can bunch them as closely together. Maybe I didn't actually get a glue dot. So there you have it. I did my other one. I actually like the way I did it. So there we have our flowers. They look really cute, and like I said, I wished I had some cute little gems, rhinestones that I could have put in the center of the flowers just to add a little bit more. I guess too, if you had the glitter pens, you could add a little bit of glitter. If you had different colored flowers, you could do that too. There's endless possibilities that you can do to decorate this cute little box. So I have my ribbon tied, just because it took me quite a while to figure out how I was going to do this, and then I didn't want to be fumbling with it on video. But anyways, so I just folded it. I took my two ends like this, and then I tied them together like a bow, and I got this. Now I cut my ribbon super long so that I had lots to work with, and then I could choose the exact size that I wanted. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off now. And now I have my cute little bow, and for this all I did again was just take some glue dots so it stuck really well. And then I stuck it to the box. I decided I'd try this side. So there's many ways you can do it. They can turn out totally different. You can do different sizes. The 7.5 worked. It was a little bit trickier to put together because I couldn't fit my whole hand in. I could only fit a few fingers, and my fingers weren't quite long enough. Well, I guess they actually could. You can actually get all your fingers in. It's just a little bit trickier. So yeah, you can do all different sizes, and like there's tons of cartridges that have different bags. So that's our challenge for this month, is to make a 3D project. It can be a card, a box, bag, anything you can think of to do with using your Cricut and making a 3D project. So we hope you enjoy. Our contest will run from April 15th to April 30th. Entries need to be in by 11:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time in order to be eligible, and make sure you put them in the correct area. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy this month's challenge.